Hello, what's up everybody? It's Curtis. Welcome back to InformedTouristA.I. Ready to dive deep into this adventure? Today we're hitting the streets, but not in the way you might think. We're talking about a side of America most travel brochures don't show you, the heartbreaking reality of homelessness in some of our most iconic cities. You clicked on this video because you wanted the truth, the raw, unfiltered truth, and that's exactly what we're gonna give you. We're diving into the 5 cities with the highest homeless populations in America, the stories behind the statistics, and trust me, what you're about to see might shock you. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to InformedTouristA.I for more thrilling travel insights. Now let's begin. Alright, first up, we're landing in Los Angeles, the City of Angels. Known for its sprawling metropolis, sun-kissed beaches, and iconic landmarks, Los Angeles is a city that captures the imagination of millions around the world. From the moment you step off the plane, you can feel the energy and excitement that permeates the air. You know, the land of Hollywood stars, million-dollar mansions, and dreams. It's a place where aspiring actors flock to make it big, where luxury cars cruise down palm-lined streets, and where the nightlife is as vibrant as the city itself. The allure of Los Angeles is undeniable, drawing people from all walks of life to its glittering promise. But beneath the glitz and glamour, there's a harsh reality. The city that promises so much can also be unforgiving. For many, the dream of Los Angeles turns into a struggle for survival. The stark contrast between wealth and poverty is evident in every corner of the city. Skid Row, just the name sends chills down your spine. And let me tell you, it lives up to its reputation. This area, just a few blocks from the bustling downtown, is home to one of the largest stable populations of homeless people in the United States. It's a place where the city's most vulnerable residents gather, seeking refuge and community amidst the chaos. And let me tell you, it lives up to its reputation. The streets are lined with tents, makeshift shelters, and the belongings of those who call this place home. It's a stark reminder of the city's ongoing struggle with homelessness, a crisis that seems to grow with each passing day. Tents as far as the eye can see, people struggling just to survive another day. It's a heartbreaking sight. The individuals here face daily challenges that many of us can't even begin to imagine. From finding food and water to staying safe, every day is a battle. It's a stark contrast to the luxury just a few miles away in Beverly Hills. Their opulent mansions and manicured lawns paint a picture of affluence and success. The disparity between these two worlds is jarring, highlighting the deep economic divide that exists within the city. You see these gleaming skyscrapers reaching for the sky, symbols of progress and prosperity. They stand tall and proud, a testament to the city's ambition and growth. But beneath their shadow, another story unfolds. But down here, people are reaching for their next meal, for a safe place to sleep. The contrast is stark and heartbreaking. While some dine in luxury, others scavenge for scraps. While some sleep in comfort, others lie on cold, hard pavement. The city's tried, they've really tried, to get a handle on this crisis. Numerous initiatives have been launched, from building shelters to providing outreach services. The efforts are commendable, but the problem persists. Shelters, outreach programs, you name it, but the numbers keep climbing. The demand for assistance far outstrips the supply, leaving many without the help they desperately need. Volunteers work tirelessly, but the sheer scale of the crisis can be overwhelming. It's like trying to empty the ocean with a teaspoon. The resources available are simply not enough to address the magnitude of the issue. Every effort, though well-intentioned, feels like a drop in the vast ocean of need. The gap between the haves and the have-nots is a chasm, and it's only getting wider. The sight of a homeless person standing next to a luxury car is a powerful image, encapsulating the extreme disparities that define Los Angeles. Walking these streets, you can't help but feel a sense of despair, but also a sense of urgency. The faces you see are not just statistics, they are real people with real stories, each one a testament to the city's complex social fabric, but also a sense of urgency. Activists and community leaders are working tirelessly to bring about change, to offer hope where there seems to be none. Their efforts are a beacon of light in an otherwise dark landscape. This isn't just a statistic, these are human beings. Each person has a story, a past, and a hope for the future. Understanding their experiences is crucial to finding real, lasting solutions to this crisis. Los Angeles, with its sunshine and promise, is also a city grappling with a dark and growing shadow. The juxtaposition of its bright, sunny image with the grim reality of its homeless crisis is a stark reminder of the challenges that lie ahead. Yet, amidst the struggle, there is hope, resilience, and a community determined to make a difference. Next stop, San Francisco, the heart of the tech revolution, where innovation and wealth are practically overflowing. This city, with its iconic Golden Gate Bridge and bustling tech offices, is a beacon of modern progress. Silicon Valley, just a stone's throw away, is home to some of the world's most influential companies. driving the global economy forward with their groundbreaking innovations. The energy here is palpable, a constant hum of creativity and ambition that seems to promise a brighter future for all. But right alongside the tech giants and their billion-dollar valuations, you've got another booming industry: homelessness. It's a stark contrast that hits you right in the face. As you walk through the city, the juxtaposition of wealth and poverty is impossible to ignore. The tents lining the sidewalks, the makeshift shelters in public parks, and the countless individuals struggling to survive paint a very different picture of San Francisco. It's a real head-scratcher, right? You've got some of the brightest minds in the world creating groundbreaking technology, yet they can't seem to solve this crisis in their own backyard. These tech workers, who are developing the next big thing in their sleek modern offices, are often just a few blocks away from people who don't even have a roof over their heads. It's a paradox that raises many questions about the priorities and values of this city. And it's not just the sheer number of people living on the streets, it's the conditions they're forced to endure. The lack of basic amenities, the exposure to the elements, and the constant threat of violence make life incredibly hard for these individuals. It's a daily struggle for survival, and the city's efforts to address the issue often fall short. Open drug use, mental health crises playing out on the sidewalks, and don't even get me started on the infamous poop patrol. These scenes are not just isolated incidents, they are part of the daily reality for many San Franciscans. The sight of people using drugs in broad daylight, the cries for help from those experiencing mental health crises, and the presence of the poop patrol are all symptoms of a deeper systemic problem. Yeah, you heard that right. San Francisco has a dedicated team to clean up human waste from the streets. This poop patrol is a testament to the severity of the issue. It's a job that no one should have to do, yet it's become a necessary part of the city's sanitation efforts. The fact that such a team exists speaks volumes about the challenges San Francisco faces. Think about that for a second. The city's budget even allocates millions of dollars to this poop patrol. This is money that could be spent on long-term solutions, like affordable housing or mental health services, but instead, it's being used to manage the symptoms of a much larger problem. It's a band-aid on a gaping wound, a symbol of a city struggling to reconcile its wealth with its conscience. Millions. It's a band-aid on a gaping wound, a symbol of a city struggling to reconcile its wealth with its conscience. The wealth disparity here is staggering, and it's a constant reminder of the inequalities that exist in our society. For every tech billionaire, there are countless individuals who are just trying to get by, and the city's efforts to address this imbalance often feel inadequate. The streets of San Francisco, once paved with gold rush dreams, are now a stark reminder of the human cost of progress. The city that was once a symbol of opportunity and prosperity is now grappling with some of the most pressing social issues of our time. It's a complex and often heartbreaking reality, but it's one that we must confront if we hope to create a more equitable future for all. Chapter 3. The Concrete Jungle, New York City. Alright, let's head east now to the Big Apple, New York City, the city that never sleeps. Known for its towering skyscrapers, bustling streets, and iconic landmarks, New York City is a place of dreams and aspirations, but beneath the glitz and glamour lies a harsh reality that many face daily. But for thousands here, sleep is a luxury they can't afford. The city's bright lights and endless energy mask the struggles of those who call the streets their home. Every corner, every park, and every subway station tells a story of hardship and resilience. The streets of New York are a concrete jungle, and for the homeless, it's a daily fight for survival. Amidst the hustle and bustle, they navigate a world that often overlooks them. Their days are filled with uncertainty, and their nights are spent seeking refuge wherever they can find it. The subways become makeshift shelters, offering a sliver of warmth in the bitter winter, but also exposing people to the elements and the dangers of the city that never sleeps. These underground havens are far from safe, yet they provide a temporary escape from the relentless cold and the harsh realities above ground. You see families huddled together in doorways, their belongings stuffed in garbage bags, their eyes filled with a weariness that goes beyond exhaustion. These families, often with young children, face an uncertain future, clinging to hope in a city that seems to have forgotten them. The city's been trying to tackle this problem for decades, opening shelters, providing services, but the demand always seems to outpace the resources. Despite the efforts of countless volunteers and organizations, the sheer number of people in need continues to grow, overwhelming the system. It's like trying to bail out a sinking ship with a thimble. The resources are simply not enough to keep up with the rising tide of homelessness. Every step forward seems to be met with 2 steps back, as more and more people find themselves without a place to call home. And the pandemic, man, it hit New York hard, pushing even more people to the brink. The economic fallout left many without jobs, and without jobs, they lost their homes. The streets became even more crowded, and the shelters, already stretched thin, struggled to accommodate the influx. The city that never sleeps is also a city that never seems to find a solution to its homeless crisis. As night falls, the contrast between the illuminated skyline and the darkened corners where the homeless seek shelter becomes stark. It's a reminder that beneath the surface of this vibrant metropolis lies a profound and persistent struggle. Chapter 4: Emerald City, Tarnished Reality, Seattle. Next up, we're heading to the Pacific Northwest, to Seattle, the Emerald City, known for its stunning natural beauty and thriving tech scene. But even in this progressive city, homelessness casts a long shadow. Seattle has one of the highest rates of unsheltered individuals in the country, and it's a sight that's become all too common. Tents pitched under freeway overpasses, shopping carts overflowing with belongings, people sleeping in doorways, hoping to stay dry when the rain inevitably comes. The frustration is palpable, both for the residents who are grappling with the impact of homelessness on their neighborhoods, and for the individuals living on the streets, desperate for help. Businesses have been forced to close, citing safety concerns, and the city is struggling to find solutions that work. It's a complex issue with no easy answers, but one thing's for sure: the Emerald City's shine is fading under the weight of this crisis. Chapter 5: Scorching Sun, Burning Crisis, Phoenix. Our final stop takes us to the desert, to Phoenix, Arizona, a city known for its scorching sun and year-round warmth. But that heat can be brutal, even deadly for those living on the streets. Imagine trying to survive in temperatures that regularly soar above 100 degrees with no escape from the sun's relentless rays. It's a recipe for disaster. Shelters are often at capacity, leaving many with no choice but to brave the elements. Dehydration, heat stroke, these are real threats that homeless individuals in Phoenix face every single day. The city's been trying to create more cooling centers, provide water and shade, but the resources are stretched thin. It's a constant battle against the elements, against despair, against the odds. Phoenix, the city of the sun, is also a city grappling with a burning crisis, one that's only getting hotter. Who wrote this shocking truth? So there you have it, the 5 American cities with the highest homeless populations, each grappling with its own unique challenges, but all connected by a common thread: the urgent need for compassion, understanding, and action. The truth is, homelessness isn't just a statistic, it's a human story, a story of struggle, resilience, and often, heartbreak. It's a story that's playing out on the streets of our cities, in the shadows of our prosperity. Thanks for watching InformedTouristA.I. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. It's free and helps support the channel. Want more fascinating travel insights? Click here to watch our next video.